Hello and welcome back to Seahawk Central Sports. This week we have lots of fun in store, including a recap of UNCW tennis, a look at last weekend's swimming and diving meet, and an interview with men's basketball's Maleek Harden-Hayes. Let's kick things off with Christian.
All right, taking a look into women's tennis this season, they started their spring debut on UNCW courts against NC Central Eagles. But thanks to senior Zoe Huffman, the Seahawks flew higher than the Eagles with a victory achieving 5-2. In the early doubles, Huffman and senior Anna Daniels captured a 6-4 win against NC Central. And in the singles, the Seahawks captured 4 wins out of the total of 6, with Huffman achieving a 6-4 and 6-1. A week after, still on UNCW courts, the Seahawks get a visit from Queens and end up victorious with a 6-1 finish. In doubles, the Seahawks captured 2 victories out of the 3 games from 6-2 and 6-3. And from the singles, UNCW captured 5 victories from the 6 games with Zoe Huffman, Lauren Gish, Anna Daniels, Edda Arley, and Gabby Glickson standing strong. But stay tuned for this Thursday on February 9th as the tennis team goes against Presbyterian in Clinton, North Carolina. But next up was Joy with swimming and diving.
Thanks, Christian. The UNCW swim and dive team arrived home last night after competing at the Cavalier Invitational and bringing home season best times. With the conference meet just 16 days away, this meet allowed for strong practice against conference rival William and Mary. Our Seahawks outperformed the rival, showcasing their hard work and training. The freshmen especially took this meet by storm. Freshman Rachel Jones finished 4th in the 200 IM. Her 4th place finish was the best among 4 top 10 finishes for the Seahawks. She clocked in with a personal best of 2 minutes 3 seconds .97, ranking 8th all-time at UNCW. Freshman Lauren Sharp finished 3rd in the 100 breaststroke, and freshman Quinn Bike was 5th in the 100 backstroke, as both times cracked UNCW's record lists. Needless to say, our swim and dive team is on the rise and ready to make a splash at the NCAA conference. Now over to Bailey.
Thanks, Joy. I'm here with Maleek Harden-Hayes of the UNCW men's basketball team. Maleek, thanks for being here. So, most people don't know the life of a student athlete and how much of a grind it is. So can you take us through your schedule or a little bit of what a day in the life of a student athlete looks like?
Yes, it's definitely a grind for sure. Not only just being a student at UNCW, it has their ups and downs, but just being an athlete and putting in just like a lot of time outside, like on the court, and then you got to do homework and things like that. But a typical day for Maleek would be like, so I got class at 8 a.m. Unfortunately, I make it there on time all the time, but 8 a.m. class all the way to noon, lock in for class, and then I'll have like some time to shoot with Coach Hemrick. So I'll do that, get that in, eat lunch, and then after that, after class, we have practice, get that in, and then we're going to get some more work in, shooting threes, free throws, and things like that. So after that, you're pretty tired, but then you got to work on your body, get in the training room, and rehab, and then after that, you can kind of take that time to relax, which we don't get much of. But you know, once you get used to the routine, things start flowing easily as a student athlete. So it's kind of my life right now. So it's not really a big deal.
And this is your first year here, transfer from North Dakota State. So can you take me through what the transfer process was like and how you ended up choosing UNCW? Yeah,
the transfer portal is a crazy thing to be a part of. Like just being at North Dakota State. I felt comfortable there. It just felt like I just needed a new jump, new start. But when you go in the portal, you don't really know like what's going to happen, what to expect. So it's very scary. I was definitely scared. I didn't know where I was going to be, if I was going to be in the position I am today. But ended up choosing UNCW after decommitting from a school. Coach Kanaski ended up hitting up the coach that I decommitted from. And after that, once I saw the play style, the living environment, I felt like it was a school for me. Being able to push the pace, play fast break, just do the things that I feel like I can contribute to a team. And I feel like things have been successful here so far, so I'm glad I ended up choosing here throughout the portal.
So you mentioned the living style. How much of a change is it going from living in Minnesota and Iowa, going to school in North Dakota State, and now you're here in Wilmington, North Carolina?
Yeah, it's definitely different for sure. It's definitely a lot warmer here. It was actually super hot the first week I ended up getting here. I wasn't used to that at all. But in terms of like the differences, I felt like North Carolina or just UNCW in general has more of a home type feel, kind of feel where everyone's kind of invited, everyone's kind of accepted type of thing. And I feel like coming to UNCW is definitely like more of a family to me. Just able to fit in a lot easier. So it was a great transition for me. Obviously, I had to adjust being from the cold up north, being down here, but it's been good. Definitely the beach is a plus for sure.
So at the beginning of the year, it didn't really seem like you were going to be a primary scorer on this team. Then right around when conference play started, the 31-point outing against Stony Brook, 25 points at NC-A&T, things really took a 180. Can you take me through that or tell me what's changed to allow you to score the ball like that?
I would say just playing confident. I've been putting in a lot of work with Coach Hemrick and just even in practice. So just being open to waiting for kind of like my calling, basically, just grinding each day and just hoping that I would have the opportunity. But it definitely just comes with, I think everybody's been playing good on the team, so things have been opening up for me. You got guys like Trey and JT and Chai driving downhill, and I just happen to be open for catch and shoot. So I feel like nothing really has changed. I think those other guys have just been playing at a high level, and it's kind of opened me up for room and rhythm threes, which obviously just gains my confidence, able to attack downhill, get to the free throw line. But it definitely just comes from the foundation that Siddle has put a mark on this team, just grinding it day by day, trying to win each possession. So I think that's the reason why I have been successful, just like locking in, tackling the task at hand, and just not giving up when things get tough. So it's been working out in my favor so far. But it's definitely want to shout out my teammates for that. They've just been giving me the ball, giving me open looks. They've just been falling lately.
You mentioned shooting the three ball. You mentioned getting the free throw line. So you're actually one of the only players in the conference shooting 50% from the field, 40% from three, 90% from the free throw line. How much of an emphasis was getting your shot coming into this season? Because all of those numbers significantly higher than what your career best have been so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Just kind of like I said earlier, just like the amount of work I put in the off season. I didn't shoot the ball really well last year at North Dakota State, so I wanted to get as many gym reps as I could. Free throws, I feel like I've been putting in a lot of time. We shoot free throws after practice each and every day. And then the field goal percentage, I'm just taking the shots, that are my type of shots, not trying to do too much on the court, just kind of let the game come to me. So it's been working out in a good way. But yeah, just tackling task at hand daily, just putting in extra work has, that's why the numbers are so efficient right now. So that's a cool stat to hear, though.
And then finally, conference tournament coming up in less than a month. What are some of the things that you and the team can look back on and say you've accomplished so far this year, and what else do you hope to accomplish?
Oh yeah, we just got to prepare definitely for the conference season. I think we're going to be in a good spot, but I think the Bahamas, just accomplishing that little run that we had was definitely a jump start to our success. It's definitely a cool thing to be a part of. And I feel like once we did that, our confidence was able to rise. But just, we played some good teams in the non-conference as well. Even though we lost some of those games, I think that really shaped us. We were able to battle back, and then we ended up winning against some really good teams. Like ECU, High Point, early on, Jacksonville. We played really efficient in those games, and then when it comes in the conference games, that's when anybody can be anybody. And the coaches and the staff prepare us really well to the point where we feel confident that we can win each and every game. And that's kind of the mindset we have going in. It's a mindset we have going into this next couple of games. Then we're going to finish out the season. And then once it gets into, playoff time, that's when we really have to lock in. And I feel like everybody's head's in the right space. And we have an opportunity to win the thing for sure.
That wraps it up from us. Thanks again to Maleek for being here. And now back to you, Davis.
Thanks, Bailey. Be sure to watch the men's tennis take on Gardner-Webb Friday at 1 p.m. and pack Trask as UNCW men's basketball plays their homecoming game against Northeastern this Saturday at 7 p.m. Our softball team kicks off their season this weekend with a slew of matches all throughout Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So go support them as they hope to kick off their season right. That's all we've got for you this week, but be sure to tune in next week for more UNCW sports coverage. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Seahawk Central Sports.